Hey guys, what's up? So we're in a really dangerous spot in the market right now, so I'm not going to put in any jokes. I also just woke up and it's my birthday week, and like a 15-year-old girl, I got to celebrate the entire week by not doing anything. I've mostly been just playing blah, blah, blah. I've been playing Cyberpunk. I can't even talk this morning. But the market is an extremely critical, dangerous spot right now, and you're in a position to lose a lot of money if you at least are not aware of the risk you're taking. So I want to walk you through what I'm doing, what I'm looking at. That's it. If you want to see updates and stuff that I've been thinking way, way, way ahead of time, follow me at ZSS Becker on Twitter, because I don't always have time to make videos, but I do have time to tweet and troll and talk shit to people on the internet, which is also great. You should just follow me there for that. So first off, I want to give you context of what I've been doing and where I'm at, because you have to understand my decision-making process when I'm doing this, because your decision-making process should not be the same as mine. So as you guys know, I got in around $5,000 in March. And first and foremost, I use Bitcoin as a chart to show you where in the market I got in. This doesn't necessarily mean I was buying Bitcoin. Okay, as I reference Bitcoin throughout this entire video, Bitcoin is just simply the market indicator because it rules the market. I hate Bitcoin for this. It is so annoying. I need it to get flipped as soon as possible, but Bitcoin dominates the market. So I reference Bitcoin as where I bought ADA at, where I bought other coins at. So the first thing you need to consider is everything I'm saying in this video, I'm in massive profit. I don't say it to toot my horn. I'm saying that to say that I can sustain us going to 30,000, us going to 25,000 and be okay. That's not the case for literally anybody that has bought since, I don't know, December. That's not the case for them. Okay, if we go back to December, all your profits are gone. Okay. And so what I want to do in this video is give you the information I use to work with to make my decision-making process, but your decisions should be totally different than mine. And frankly, I'm wrong all the time, so take this for what it's worth. That being said, you guys know I was taking profits around 55,000, not as much as I should. Okay, not nearly as much as I should. And I exited 90% of my portfolio at about 39,000 going into last weekend, and then I bought back in the $33,000 range. So like $1.30-ish ADA. But I bought back in about 70% of that range. And if you want to see all this documented, you can go on Twitter, you can go on YouTube when I made these posts. I'm not saying this to say, look at my trade calls, because I've had plenty of wrong trade calls. I'm saying this just to say, when I say things and do things, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. So you can go look at those dates and those documented at those points if you want. What is way more important to understand is why I did this. So the reason why I did these things is, first off, if you look at any point in the last year right here, from March to here, there was not a single time we were not in a bull run. Okay, it was very clear we're in a bull run. Right now, we've broken pretty much every rule of continuing a bull run. Every single indicator points to a bear market at this point in time. Do I think we're in a bear market? No, but you have to understand where we're at right now. And what I mean is buying at 38,000 right now, or even 35,000, 30,000 is so much different than buying at 30,000, 38,000 in January when there was an uptrend. You're buying it on a downtrend. That is the big old differentiator right here. That is what we're in. We're in a downtrend. We're not in some clear as day, it's here, everyone's freaking out, it's time to get in, uptrend right now. That's the difference in where we're buying in at. That's the difference in where the market is. This is why this 38,000 is very different than January's 38,000. Because a major characteristic of a bear market starting is a relief rally to about, I don't know, within 20%, give or take, of the high. Okay, so we should be expecting a rally, like we should be. This isn't weird behavior. This isn't behavior we should be super excited about. We should be expecting a rise back to 50-something K, and then we should be expecting the final dip before it's just, this is bear market. Okay, and you have to understand, if we go back all the way to 2017, this is kind of hard to see in these charts right here, and I'm also terrible at working with charts, so bear with me. What has happened every single bull run is goes up, goes down, goes back up to here, everybody gets super excited, and then we see the big dump. Okay, and then we see it dump again, and it goes like this, and everybody says, no, it's back on, and then it keeps dumping like this. This is what it looks like. Okay, and so we're really right here. And so we're at a point where we're a coin flip away from either the bull run going like this or the bull run going like this, which makes this a very dangerous point to be in. Because again, there's all sorts of bull traps at the end of a bull run. It doesn't just go cleanly into a bear market, just like it didn't go cleanly into a bull market. And the reason why this is dangerous is because on this way up right here, every indicator was good. There's no debate whether we were in a bull market. Right now, it could go either way. That's why it's dangerous. You weren't taking an either way bet right here. You are taking an either way bet right here. So, and I also know what you're seeing in the marketplace right now. Everybody on YouTube, everyone crypto Twitter, getting all cocky again, getting all confident. These are the same people that didn't call the top of this market a while ago when literally every indicator that happened last bull run, like nearly every indicator, Ethereum crossing Bitcoin, the top 10 coins after Ethereum pouncing off, and then all the altcoin market going insane, that money went into Dogecoin. And we had coins like Asscoin and Cummies taking off. If that's not a top sign, I don't know what a fucking top sign is. Okay? So these are the same people that didn't call any top at that point in time at all. Not even a little bit of it. Okay? And so I know what you're saying, and I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to these people. I'm saying what we're seeing in the marketplace right now is a lot of excitement. A lot of the bull run is back on. This is textbook on the wall denial behavior. Okay? Every indicator, every sign, every behavior of a bull run ending has flickered. Every single one of them. They've all shown. And the only thing that is keeping us completely in this bull market, and the big justification of everyone's thought process right now, is textbook denial behavior. You have to look at that and you have to recognize that. I do not think we are going into a bear market right now. I think it's way too early. I think everything is way too hot and there's too much good news and crypto's going way too mainstream for us to be in a bear market. But we have to acknowledge this shit. We have to look at the writing on the wall that we're looking at a textbook. If this goes down, it's not some extraordinary happening. It isn't some weird thing that came out of nowhere. We're looking at a textbook dead cat bounce with denial behavior. That's what we're looking at, just straight up period. Okay? So I'm taking that decision making, that information in my decision making process very, very, very heavily as well. And we have to acknowledge that. It's not something that is not just sitting right there in the room staring at us. Where's my decision making process at right now? So look, I'm actually pretty comfortable right now, again, because I sold at about 39,000 and I just bought back in. My entry point is around 33. Okay, that's not as low as I wanted to get back in at, but if we go back down to 30,000, I'm okay. Like I haven't lost any money from where I bought in at, or I bought back in at. Okay, and I'm in a lot of gains right now because we've just seen a big old pump on all the coins that I bought. ADA, Kusama, Luna, DOT, you know, the coins I'm all about, those just pump super hard right now. So I'm in a lot of profit right now as well. So I have some profit to burn. And so here's my decision-making process right here. You have to understand, as we approach 42, 47K, we're getting in that area where we're looking at that dead cat bounce or relief rally kind of thing. And in order for us to continue the bull run, what has to happen is we have to break 42 and then 47K very cleanly, confidently. And the big problem coming up is if we look at everyone from December to here, most people lost all their money. Okay, they lost all their gains. And so as we get back in the gains, all these people have been in massive pain. Massive pain. And so they're going to have an out when we get to 42K, 47K. 8 is going to get back up to 220. Ethereum's going to get back up to 3,500. These people are going to have a chance to say, you know what? I'm up. Everything's good, or I'm at break even, time to take my money. And this is really dangerous because, again, people aren't sure if we're in a bull or bear market, so people aren't going to be as confident about leaving their money in. So as we get to 42K, 47K, the sell pressure is going to be intense this time around. And what I'm looking for is this. So knowing that sell pressure is lurking right here, and that a relief rally or a dead cat bounce back to, I don't know, 47, 50 something $1,000 is a characteristic of a dying bull run, not an exception. My thought process is right here that buying between this point right here, 38,000 to 47,000, extremely risky. Okay? So again, to put in context, where I'm thinking at right now is I bought back in at 33,000. All right, I got my altcoins and everything back pretty damn cheaply. I'm okay if we go from 40,000, 42,000 back to 30,000. But if I hadn't bought back in right now, I would not be buying back in at $40,000. That's my thought process right there. If we go to $42,000, I wouldn't be buying back in. I would be holding my breath. And if I was holding and didn't sell this entire time, I'd be holding my breath right there as well. And at 47,000, if I'd been holding the entire time, I would probably sell. I'm not going to sell because, again, I made some gains right here. My entry point is a lot lower from where I'm logically thinking at. But I mean, at $47,000 this first time, I would sell. If I was back here in March holding and I got all my money back, yeah, I'd sell. Or if I was on the people right here and then I've been in pain this whole time, I'd be highly considering selling. So again, I would not be buying back in until we cleanly break $47,000. Once we cleanly break $47,000, I'm going to go heavy on micro caps because the bull run's back on at that point. And those are going to be the last things to pump, and you're probably not going to be able to catch the pumps on the top 50. Okay, those are already going to be really popped up, but people are waiting on those micro caps. So I'm eyeing the hell out of Pokedex, Giro, C3. Go look at my ecosystem alt videos if you want to see those ones I'm eyeing. The coins that I'm looking at that I talked about right here are exactly the same. We're just relying on Bitcoin right here. So that's the context of what I'm looking at and that I wanted to share with you. To sum it up, guys, we're in a point right now where this looks very similar to the continuation of a bull run, but also looks very similar to the death of a bull run at the same exact time. It's a coin flip, as opposed to from March to literally May, where everything was a bullish indicator. Okay, we've seen so many bearish indicators. Okay? So we're in a 50-50 kind of situation right here. I think we're still in a bull run. That doesn't mean I'm just going to trade recklessly like we're still in a bull run right now, though. We are very likely going to see a bounce to $42,000 to $47,000, and there's going to be massive sell pressure in these bounces. On top of that, the one move I'm making this weekend is if we go and we don't hit 40,000, 42,000 cleanly and stay there, and we start seeing a downtrend going in this weekend, I'm just going to sell again because we're probably going to go back to 35,000, 34,000. I can just make another swing trade on it, and that's worked really well for me so far. I'm not saying you should do that. But again, I'm definitely not buying at these points. The points I will buy at is around $30,000 and past $47,000 in the microcap and alt markets. Okay, I will not be buying between 38 and 47. That's not where it is. If I buy at 33, okay, you know, that's probably going to be about the lowest point we go to in this mini bear market if that's where we're in. And if I buy at 47, that means the bull run is still back on. Okay, so that's how I'm looking at it. That's the yin yang. That's the way the cookie is crumbling. So I don't have anything else to add, guys. If you want to see my thoughts on this stuff a lot earlier, follow me at ZSS Becker on Twitter. Look, I'm not going to tell you how to trade. I'm not going to say my trading is the best on earth. All I can do is promise to give you the information a lot sooner and a lot quicker that I'm seeing than I do in these videos. So, and the one thing I'm going to close this video off with is as soon as we cross the 40,000 mark, the $42,000 mark, everyone's going to get so excited. They're going to go absolutely nuts. On Twitter, on YouTube, bull market's back. It is not the exception. It is the default to see a return to 47, 50,000 and then see a massive, massive sell-off after it. That is the default. That is not the exception. That is not a good sign. It is not a good sign until we clearly break $47,000. Am I being bearish right now? No. I'm being realistic about what stats we're reading. Nobody was realistic about where we were at when we had Ass Rocket and Cummies, and we had Ethereum literally pass Bitcoin the same exact way it did in the last bull run before it all died. No one said anything about that, and everyone was super bullish, and they were bullish all the way down to 30,000. Okay? So when everyone's getting all excited here and whatnot, we still need to pay attention to old signs. We still need to be, we need to not just drink so much hopium that we're just going to act like this doesn't look like a dead cat bounce, because it really, 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 really does. And it would not be an exception to the rule if it is a dead cat bounce. Again, I don't think we're going bearish. I think we're going to see a big explosive rest of the year. But again, you need to be knowing where you're buying in at. You're buying in at $42,000, $45,000. You're buying in literally at the most dangerous time. You should have bought at 30,000 when we hit that a while ago, and you should have sold on the way down when all the top signals were there. If you're not going to pay attention to signals, for the least you can possibly do is not buying at the worst possible time. Okay? If you're not going to sell at the best possible time, don't buy at the worst possible time. At least sell and buy somewhere in between. That's it.